I'll just mute it for myself, I guess. So we can all uh, not hear it together. Hi, Bridget. I didn't know that this character was Avel until I looked it up afterwards. Since we already know the characters, should I just whatever? We'll just wait until the end. Maybe we'll see. I guess we know who the Tempest Child's character is anyway. All right, whatever. That's a late game reveal in Thracia. I see. See, like with each passing year, I get more things spoiled for me in FE 4 and 5. The longer I wait to play it, the more things get spoiled. Although it doesn't seem like a big deal. Seems like the kind of thing you could infer if you played FE4. We got Geese. I never used Geese. Geese was in FE6, right? I mean, I know it just said there, and I missed it, but... Xander? I don't know, man. Xander? We can't hear his voice right now, but I don't like his voice, and I don't even like how he looks here, if I'm being honest. But whatever, I won't hate on Xander for no reason. Geese is in 7? I can never remember. I get characters from 6, 7, and sometimes 8 mixed up. Is Veronica swinging around an anchor? She is. That's very dangerous. You put that down right now. No, stop. I don't even have my background up. There we go. Wait, hold on. Where is she? Alright, now we're good. Alright, now we can start. This is like the most jank reaction we've done ever. It's okay though. Say this goes up on Friday, right? Yeah. So that's when we'll be doing our summons for Tabarn. And also, if I get them quickly enough and I don't need to spend that many orbs, I'm getting ahead of myself, but bear with me. We're gonna summon for Tabarn on Friday. If I don't have to spend that many orbs, I might go in on the Hero Fest banner, because the Hero Fest banner was bugged, ? And so they're doing a special thing for that. I will elaborate on that later. I'll explain that whole situation after we review these new skills. Okay, Bridget looks cool. There she is. I like her bow still. Helm Bow. This is an inheritable bow. If unit is not adjacent to an ally, inflicts speed defense -5 on foe, and neutralizes foe's bonuses to speed defense. So basically conditional lull skills, which is actually really good. The only problem is that inheritable bows have to compete with, what's it called? Spendthrift Bow. Spendthrift Bow is so dumb. It's effective -7 attack on your opponent and effective +7 attack on yourself. Like it's really ridiculous how good Spendthrift Bow is. This is also really good though. You can do some cool stuff with this too. You can stack it with other lulls, for example. Should I summon this for Tanya? I'll think about it. Tabarn power creeping himself, no doubt. And yes, Steady Impact does exactly what we expected. Speed +7, defense +7, and foe cannot make a follow-up attack. I don't know. I think if you're going for an impact skill, maybe it, I don't know. Impact skills are kind of a weird spot because a lot of units would just prefer to have like attack speed push or Swift Sparrow 3. Because a lot of times, if you're negating, like it doesn't make sense to negate their follow-up if you're gonna kill them anyway. If you know what I mean. I think impact skills actually make more sense for like AR defense units, like Ellie would, where he just runs into you and you don't expect him to kill whoever's attacking you. You just expect him to like activate lunge and do whatever else. Anyway, that's my take on impact skills. She also has our Harsh Command Plus, which is neat for a pirate captain. Hi, Tabarn. Tabarn is a colorless flying beast. His weapon is probably really dumb. Accelerate special trigger. If unit is not adjacent to an ally, Grants attack +5 to unit and inflicts attack -5 on foe during combat. And unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. Holy crap. That's, I mean, his old perf, right? You had to just... Your opponent just had to be at max health for you to get the guaranteed follow-up attack. This is even easier to activate, arguably. Because you don't even have to worry about how much HP your opponent has. You just need to make sure Tabarin's by himself. And you're also getting the effective attack +5, attack -5, which makes it easier to activate Heavy Blade, I think? I'm actually not sure if Heavy Blade uses effective attack or like visible attack. I think it uses effective attack. I'm pretty sure it does. So this would synergize with that. Yep, this is really dumb. Synergizes with Gale Force really well. Obviously, Heavy Blade 4, we know what that does. Just makes it easier to activate Gale Force for Tabarn. This is really dumb. At start of combat, if both units and foes' HP greater than 80, and unit initiates combat, unit can make a follow-up attack before a foe can counterattack. So that's kind of what we expected it to be, since it has like the desperation icon on it, kind of, sort of. It's probably, well, it's definitely Flyer exclusive, just judging from the name in the icon. So that's cool. Flyer's getting more exclusive B skills. I'm in favor of. Guard Bearing was kind of defense oriented, and this is offense oriented. Random, but this is pretty good for Cordelia, I think, because her Refine wants her to have high HP. So this would actually work with her. Better than normal Desperation. Yep, Tabarn's pretty good. So he can initiate combat, and as long as he has higher attack than his opponent, which he will, then he will attack twice, activate Gale Force, and he'll just go off. Tabarn's really dumb. I don't think I have enough orbs to +10 him, but if I did, I would consider it. It would give me pause. Yeah, wow. I should put him on an AR defense team, since I'm gonna summon for him anyway. He is really strong. I guess if you're gonna run him on AR defense, you probably want to run him with like maybe the Herons, because they give +7 HP each turn, right? Or you can just use the Healing Tower, which everybody uses anyway. I never upgraded it because I am smart. Yeah, Tabarn's... So far, Tabarn's the best one. Okay. Geese has an inheritable lance. That's really the only part we care about. Flowing lance. If unit is not adjacent to an ally, inflicts attack defense -5 on foe, and neutralizes foe's bonuses to attack and defense. An inheritable lance that has the lull effect built into it is pretty good. Run him on offense with Bride and Micaiah. See how much damage he can do with Domination. Only problem then is that he would kill in one shot, and I wouldn't activate Gale Force. But yeah, that would break basically any tank. Like, also he's colorless, which I forgot about until just now. So yeah, he doesn't even have to worry about like triangle disadvantage. Frick. Pirate Tabarn is really good. Maybe a little too good. I'm interested in seeing his BST. Hopefully they didn't power creep his BST. I guess we already know his BST, don't we? I guess if it was power crept, I would have heard about it by now. Anyway, Geese's lance is good. I don't know who in particular should get it. Probably like any... Yeah, literally any Grail unit that uses lances would probably prefer to have Flowing Lance compared to what they have by default. I would say the weapons are good. I would want to compare them to a couple of the previous inheritable weapons we got, because I know, like, the spring weapons we got, right? Like Narcian's Lance and Bartra's Sword. I think they have a similar-ish effect, right? But for them, it's like conditional buffs, not conditional debuffs. So this is probably better. Probably. Also, he has reposition. Let's go. But yeah, like the Grail units, like Sigrin and Finn and, I don't know, Eliwood. Like all those guys. Not Brave Eliwood, like Armor Eliwood. All the Grail units that use lances can use Flowing Lance, probably. And then we got our new harmonized unit. Why does Veronica look like younger than usual? It's kind of strange, right? I like the anchor weapon. I like her dark horse. Okay. Gate Anchor X. Accelerate special trigger. If unit is not adjacent to an ally, grants defense, res +5 to unit, and inflicts defense, res -5 on foe during combat, and unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. Whatever, man. Attack defense solo 4. Lol, she's very good. That's the point. She's gonna have very high effective defense with low attack, also lowering her opponent's attack. Okay. Harmonized skill. Grants shields to unit and allies from the same titles as unit. Right, okay, that's how it always worked. Once used, harmonized skill cannot be activated again, blah 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 blah. Grants defense res +4 during combat, and the following effect for 1 turn. During unit's first combat in player phase or enemy phase, foe cannot make a follow-up attack. I feel like they already power crept Mia's harmonized skill, kind of. So Mia's harmonized skill was grant attack speed +4 during combat, and that's it. It didn't grant any kind of follow-up negation or whatever. I mean, this makes sense because it's like, it's a more defense-oriented thing, so if it was just defense res +4, it would be underwhelming. So I can see the logic behind this. I don't know if this will help especially in resonance battles, not that people care a ton about that game mode. I think Mia's harmonized skill actually helps a little more in resonance battles because it helps you kill things. Whereas this would help you, like, not die to things, which I guess is also useful, but resonance battles rewards you for killing things quickly. So that's kind of my logic. Daros' axe probably does the same thing as this lance here, or this lance here. I like having some good inheritable axes. That's cool and all. Like, if I ever build Har, like, literally this might be like the best possible thing you can give Har. Daros' axe, because it, I mean, yeah, that's basically perfect for him. He becomes like a bootleg Ashnard if you do that. Yeah, so Daros' weapon will have the little skill built in too. So there's a lot of like bulky axe units that can use it, like Veronica and Har, and other Grail units. Flame Emperor can use it. Titania can use it. Not that Titania's Draconic Poleaxe is bad, but you can also use this if you want. Oh yeah, so I forgot to mention, I just saw someone mention it on the subreddit, and this occurred to me as well. So with new Tabarn, with Chad Tabarn, you can't really do Wings of Mercy memes with him as easily, because if he teleports in, he won't get this effective buff, and he won't get the guaranteed follow-up attack. So that's kind of one area where old Tabarn is better, I suppose. However, why would you give new Tabarn Wings of Mercy when you can just leave Dive Bomb on him? It's too bad. Speaking of resonance battles, it's too bad Gale Force just like doesn't work. Tabarn is nutty, and I'm glad he's colorless because that's optimal for him, and also I got to pull for more gray units. That's what I've been wanting recently. Damn. The skill fodder has been very strong on these last banners. We had like Julian, who had like close foiled and low attack speed, and that was good. We have Bridget, who has like, I mean, any combination of these skills is really good. You can do like steady impact plus pulse smoke. You can do helm bow plus steady impact. You can do helm bow plus harsh command. Okay, yeah. So speaking of the glitched Hero Fest, I could get into that now. So I was saying earlier, we're definitely gonna pull for Tabarn, and we're gonna get him. I've decided we're going to get Tabarn. If I were to spend all 1,300 of my orbs and not get him, I would quit. I would just quit. So we're gonna get to Barn, and if we can do it without spending too many orbs, then I wanna do the new Hero Fest and maybe go for an Ephraim. So the deal with the new Hero Fest, if you're not aware, you're probably aware, but if you're not, for some reason, during the Fae channel, they said that this Hero Fest would have the new revamped summoning pool, which means that it wouldn't have the old 5 stars from Gen 1 or Gen 2. Maybe the first half of Gen 2 is more accurate. But when they released the actual banner, it still had those 5 stars in there, and so people felt misled because they summoned and got like shitty pity breakers like Luke. But yeah, the way they're compensating people on the new Hero Fest is if you summon one of the dud 5 stars like Luke or whatever else, then you will just be gifted a neutral IV version of the corresponding focus unit that's that color. So if you pulled like Gen 1 Lucina, then you would just be gifted a neutral IV Sophis. The banner ends on Saturday, and the compensation focus units are being given out on the 12th, I think. Also, the update is coming tomorrow, just by the way. That's also a thing that's happening. But yeah, anyway, that's... In summation, I want to try and maybe go in on the Hero Fest, because I can, like, pull blue and, like, get some shitty pity breaker, I guess, and also get Ephraim. I want Ephraim for Heavy Blade 4, for Church Key. That's basically it. But yeah, that's the vibe. Also, in other news, during the Fae channel, I complained because it sounded like the Gen 2 revival banners wouldn't have the 4% focus rate that the Gen 1 revival banners had, but it turns out they actually do have it. So that means on the 16th, they're gonna put up the revival banner for Micaiah, and I think like Zelgius and Veronica, I think. That banner is gonna have a 4% focus rate, so I could finish off my original Micaiah and get my last 5 merges for like 450 orbs potentially. So I might do that as well. I may be spending a lot of orbs in the near future, which is scary. But yeah, so that's all the updates. At the very least, we're definitely summoning for Tabarn on Friday. So look forward to that. I think I can end the stream now. Thank you for bearing with me. If you're watching on YouTube, you can follow on Twitch. That's where we live stream these reactions. Legendary Micaiah this month. That would be brutal. I don't think it'll be Micaiah, but yeah, I know you're joking, but I don't know who the legendary will be. It can be any color too, but regardless. If you're watching on Twitch, obviously you can go to the YouTube channel, Loopy Black. That's where I upload the abridged versions of these live streams. You can join the Discord. We have a channel for heroes, so if you just want to come in and complain about your polls, you can do that, I suppose. And I believe that's it. So thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. And have a good night.